Come on, Team Cowboys!
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And as I was scouring the internet looking for some content to break down and bring to the Angry Cowboys fan family, I stumbled across something on Instagram that really caught my attention and put the Dallas Cowboys into perspective for me. So I want to share that with you in this episode's Raw and Uncut. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, Raw and Uncut.
Keeping it real, man. Keep it real. That's real.
All right, Cowboys Nation. I said that I saw something on Instagram and I wanted to bring it to your attention because it caught my attention. Well, it put things into perspective for me when it comes to the 30-year drought for the Dallas Cowboys. So I want to show y'all that in the NFL on Fox Instagram post. All right, Angry Cowboys fan family, y'all see the Instagram post from NFL on Fox. It's the last Super Bowl appearances for the 2024 playoff participants of this year's playoffs. You see teams like the Los Angeles Chargers, 1995, the Buffalo Bills, 1994, the Washington Commanders, 1992. You see non-applicable teams like the Texans. You see non-applicable teams like the Lions. What I'm trying to say with this Angry Cowboys fan family is that the Dallas Cowboys isn't the only team in a current drought when it comes to the Super Bowl. I don't want the 3- and 4-letter networks to tell you guys to be impatient with your team. And I get it, Angry Cowboys fan family. I truly get it. I know there's a level of expectation when it comes to being a Dallas Cowboys fan. I know there is an expectation of perfection when it comes to being a Dallas Cowboys fan. It is a privilege to play and coach for the Dallas Cowboys. I know that there's a championship pedigree that we have over here when it comes to the 70s and the 90s Dallas Cowboys, and this iteration of the Dallas Cowboys expectation to see that moving forward. But I also see some Cowboys fans that ruin their NFL experience because of the expectations that they have for this team. But also looking at the teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, who are currently in a dynasty, or the New England Patriots, who had their dynasty in the early 2000s into the 2010s. And you know what I'm saying? So with those teams, the Kansas City Chiefs, before they won the 2020 Super Bowl, it was 1970 that they saw their last Super Bowl, a 50-year drought, Cowboys Nation. What about the New York Jets? The New York Jets haven't seen a Super Bowl in 56 years, a 56-year drought. We won't talk about teams like the San Francisco 49ers, who haven't seen a Super Bowl since 1994. What I'm saying, Cowboys Nation, is that the talking heads try to spin this narrative, try to create this narrative for you to grab on and for you to give negative feedback on your team, for you to continue to put the Dallas Cowboys down, because when the Dallas Cowboys lose, America wins. Remember me saying that other haters would actually say? This is something that Cowboys Nation needs to work on. Its level of expectation when it comes to this team. Even though we had the offseason that we had last year due to Jerry Jones and his lack of movement, we had the expectation that the Dallas Cowboys should do something with what we were given. Even when Dak Prescott went down to a season-ending injury, we had expectation that this Dallas Cowboys team could make it to a Super Bowl. That is the one thing that kills our NFL experience, Cowboys Nation. And this is something that we should let go in 2024 and not adopt in 2025. But, Angry Cowboys fan family, I do have a question for you. That question, Do you want to be that type of team that goes on a dynasty, a 3-4 year run, and then falls into obscurity for 35, 40 years? Or do you want to be that team that wins the Super Bowl in 2025, hangs around the rim 26, 27, hangs around 28, hangs around 29, you win the Super Bowl again, then 30, you hang around the rim, 31, hang around the rim, 32, win the Super Bowl again. Every so often you win the Super Bowl, but you are still a contending team that hangs around the rim of the playoffs. Do you want to be that team? Y'all let me know in the comment section, all right? Because I'm kind of curious when it comes to that. But anyhow, Cowboys Nation, I'm making this video because that whole image put everything into perspective for me, that perfection takes time. Building a Super Bowl winning team takes time. It takes everybody's participation. It's not only the players on the team, it's not only the coaches in the scheme, but a championship pedigree comes from the top down, and I believe that's the issue that we have. I'm currently working on a video about the true hump to get over in Cowboys Nation, and that is not another player, that is not another dog coming from some other team in free agency. The hump that the Dallas Cowboys suffer from is our owner / GM, Jerry Jones. I'm going to be doing a video about that and a video about what I learned on the public forum on X with Knicks and everybody that was in there. I want to give a shout out to them over on X. Great content, but I just want Cowboys Nation to really relax. Take it back a tone for the 2025 season, because our drought, our 30-year drought, could be a drought of 56 years if we're not careful. So we definitely need to take the bull by the horns, figure out how we can get into Super Bowl contention, and make it so. But that really falls on our ownership. So, angry Cowboys fans, you saw the image from NFL on Fox over on Instagram. I want to know what you think about it, so let me know in the comments section. But I'm about to give y'all my raw and uncut on what I think about it. What I think about it is the fact that Cowboys Nation really kind of needs to take a chill pill, if you feel what I'm saying. All the great teams, all the great organizations that have multiple Super Bowls, they won their Super Bowls, then they fell into obscurity. Then they had the drought. They had what some teams have, a 50-year drought with the Kansas City Chiefs. But they fell into a drought nonetheless. The Dallas Cowboys fell into the same drought, and it takes everybody in the organization to get themselves out of said drought. You can't do more with less to get out of that drought. You can't have your quarterback doing everything, and if he falls short, he's nothing. You can't have that type of mentality in the organization. You need to fit this team out with said pieces. But that's neither here nor there, Cowboys Nation. I'm talking about the image from NFL on Fox on Instagram, and what that image did, it put everything into perspective for me to be able to just find solace in the fact that we are not the only team that's out here in a Super Bowl drought. I know the 3 and 4 letter networks would paint that narrative for you guys to hold on to and for you guys to cling to, but I need you to not listen to that, Cowboys Nation. I need you to not allow the 3 and 4 letter networks to spin the narrative so you can be impatient with this team. It takes a lot to make a Super Bowl winning team. It takes a lot from the ground up. It takes a lot. We can't expect the Dallas Cowboys to continue to just go out there and win Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl, and if they don't make it to an NFC championship or they get eliminated in Super Wildcard weekend or the divisional round, it just ruins the rest of our year. We can't allow that to ruin our NFL experience, Cowboys Nation. And we can't allow the 3 and 4 letter networks to get us mad at our own. I'm not talking about the organization. I'm talking about mad at each other in Cowboys Nation. But see, Angry Cowboys fans, if you've been rocking with the channel for a minute, you would know I started the Angry Cowboys fan channel because of the narratives that were painted by the 3 and 4 letter networks about the Dallas Cowboys. And this is one of those Stephen A. Smith narratives that have been painted that the Dallas Cowboys seem to be the only team that's in a Super Bowl drought. That's not the case. the San Francisco 49ers have more of a drought than the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, they've been to Super Bowls, they've been to Super Bowl appearances, but they have lost. And my thing is, you do not get credit in history for going to a Super Bowl and losing. If you go to the Super Bowl and the confetti is dropping, but it's not dropping on your head, you lost. There is no silver or bronze. You lost. So the thing is, the Dallas Cowboys, starting with Jerry Jones, has to figure out how they can get back to that Super Bowl pedigree, how they can get back to that Super Bowl winning culture. Because right now, the culture in Dallas, it's all from the past. And if you are not moving on and evolving with the NFL, then that's where you're going to be left, in the past. But I will stress once again, please do not allow the 3 and 4 letter networks to paint the narrative for you. Take back your NFL watching experience. Take back your Dallas Cowboys watching experience, and know the fact that we're not the only ones in this boat. We're not going to allow you to paint us as being the only ones in this boat. We're not going to allow you to paint the fact that we do have Super Bowls in the closet and there's some other teams that don't. The Dallas Cowboys, and yes, including Jerry Jones, knows what it's like to be in the promised land and to bring that Lombardi trophy home. All we got to do now is find the way to do it modern time. Not rely on the 1990s stuff that we are accustomed to, but evolve with the league. And Cowboys Nation, I hope during this 2025 NFL experience that you will allow yourself to take back your NFL watching experience and not allow the Dallas Cowboys or Jerry Jones or Stephen A. Smith to dictate how you feel. Let them show you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Allow them to show you better than they can tell you. And if they are allowed to do that, if they show us in free agency, in the draft, if they show us, they could possibly make it to a Super Bowl. They could possibly end the drought. But my question is, does Jerry really want to end the drought? Or does he like being mediocre, raking in all the money and just being a mediocre product? We're going to dive into that in the next video that I'm recording, so make sure you're subbed up to the channel. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. What do you think about the Instagram post that I brought to you guys? What do you think about the expectation of Cowboys Nation? Are they out of this stratosphere, or are they just right on time? Y'all know how we do it. We always talk about it in the comments section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and please share it with your friends and family who are Cowboys fans. We are not that far away from the channel goal, which is 10,000 subscribers. I need your help in doing it. So please drop a like on the video, comment, because it helps us in the algorithm. If you are DC for life and you're putting your expectations for the 2025 season in perspective, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdown, or Madden 25 and College Football 25 gameplay. And College Football 25, Henny the Moore whooped me up in the second game. I had to quit, y'all. I'm going to put that out there. I had to quit. But the first game when I had Boise State, I was hanging in there. Lost by, I think, 3. So, Henny the Moore, I want my rematch. I'm electing to have my rematch clause. That was in the contract before we played. But good game, Henny the Moore. We're going to get on that. So y'all let me know if y'all want us to go live and we can do that. He can humiliate me in front of everybody in Cowboys Nation. But as far as the post, temper your expectations and do not allow the 3 and 4 letter networks to mold the narrative for you. We are Cowboys Nation, and we damn sure gonna show you in 2025. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.